I teach junior high band in the middle of nowhere in Arkansas.
Isn't that old?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's true. You gave me a hard time last time about Arkansas.
Here we go. Were you beginning?
Beginning, sure.
Yeah, good work. Good work, Brett. Yeah, but what you need to do, Brett, is make sure that you give them the safety of your breath. You're doing everything with the arms, but you have to breathe empathetically with them.
All right, I stopped you for a specific reason. It was going quite well until right about there. And I felt like that's when your brain turned off and you started thinking about something down here. Maybe you heard something that caused that to happen. But the weird thing is, as an audience member, as soon as conductors sort of step out of the music making mode, everybody knows it, right? And this is why you go to, band concerts and you sit there, and we've all done this, and you just start critiquing like articulation and balance and blend, all that other junk, right? Yes, we all do that. That's because, to me anyway, the conductor's not involved in the music making, and so my ears turn off of listening expressively and turn on to listening musically and just trying to find all the things that are, quote, wrong. You know what I mean? You started, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's really involved. And I was all ready to talk about the moving second horn note in the first bar that I wasn't sure that you heard. We'll go back to that. But you've got to keep that same mental focus longer, right? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Again, it started really nice. So let's go again from the beginning. We're going to talk about a couple of things. But whatever you were doing at the top, I just felt like you were actually, again, you were receiving information, you were resonating, and you were responding. I think we could just respond to a couple of different things, but you were at least hearing it. Is that an adequate?
I was really trying to push eye contact. I don't know if that,
I think it was clear. Do you? Yeah, I absolutely think so. Yeah, no, absolutely. This is where I wish I could have like a really nice set of headphones that I could put on and like plug into your brain and hear what you hear.
That's so funny. You said that exact same thing last time.
Wow.
Like, to the letter.
Yeah, but it's true though, because if I could hear what you hear, then I would know what are you going after? But the eye contact is the first thing, okay? There's a really cool horn note right here.
Okay.
That's cool. So is that. They're over there. Yeah. So let's do these first couple of bars again. See if you can influence some of these shapes just a little bit more, but don't change anything that you were doing. Let's just influence a little bit more. Okay?
Make sure that you breathe, Brett. It's not important that they see you breathe, but it's important that they feel you breathe, and it's important that you
Where's
give them
the arrival of the first
permission to
phrase?
breathe.
Right there, beat one.
Yeah, downbeat of that bar, right?
It kind of builds all the way to...
You bet. So see if you could shape that in a way that when it gets there, right? It should be that kind of moment. Let's stay more planted too, by the way. Don't move the feet. Let's go again. Nice, full, deep breath. Think about that band that we put around you this morning.
It's good. See, it looks like the
The
music
other really
is
cool
inside
thing,
of
and this
you.
is fun because you can just push the say button and do this everywhere, but every time you see a quarter note, make the quarter note feel longer than it actually is. B, B, B. Just let it take a little longer time to go.
Okay.
That way, when you get to the downbeat of measure 3, it will really be an arrival. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, let's try again. Nice deep breath there. One pedagogical thing, when you breathe in, You know, when we teach our students to breathe in and out, right? We should teach them that there's no gap in between the inhale and the exhale.
I felt that.
You have a little bit of that, right? String it. But you're creating a really nice character at the beginning, so just keep doing that. That's all great.
I still think you need to breathe.
One more thing. What's my breathing phrase? How to. Good, they're trained. Yeah. Breathe in on how, out on to. But as a conductor, we don't say to. And then it just goes. But if you breathe on how, that how opens all this up and makes this bigger. Okay? Try again.
That's better.
Less movement, subtle. Good? Yeah. If you and I are having a conversation and I do this, is that awkward? A little bit. Yeah, and your wife's like, get out of my husband's face. Right? But it's a little awkward. So when we take a step towards the ensemble, it's the same thing.
Okay.
We step towards them, we're invading into their personal space just a little bit. So at the arrival, you actually want to shift things backwards and draw the sound this way. Right? Your head, you like to go this way to bring them in. I would encourage you to actually go that way.
Okay.
Right? So you get to the arrival, be da dee, instead of be da da. See, Nikolai's eyes are like, whoa. Right? But that's what they'll do. It's just like having a conversation, you know? If I go like this and I walk right up to her, she's like, get off that. Yeah, right? Okay, let's go again. Beginning. See if you can draw the arrival to yourself and open it up that way. Just bathe in sound. Just bathe in it.
And I also think you can be a little bit more extravagant with the movements.
You got married recently, right?
Yeah, like 3 months ago.
That's what I thought. It was really recent. Do you remember anything from that day? It's everybody feels the same way. There's too much going on. Let's isolate the experience down to just when she walks down the aisle. What did that moment feel like?
That was the best moment of my life.
Absolutely, and that's what it should be, right? That's what it should be. Did you notice anyone else in the room when that was happening?
No.
No, right? Because all of your energy was focused right there. Right? When I got married, I had literally the Houston Symphony Brass playing Elsa's Procession when Jen came down the aisle. You know, like, and Kevin Sedetall was conducting it.
Okay.
Right? My brother was like, this is the loudest damn thing I've ever heard in my life. He was standing like right here and the principal trumpet was just blasting in his head. I don't remember any of that. Right? That's how much focus it takes when you do a piece like this at the beginning. You know, you have to eliminate all the distractions. And so every note seems like it just lasts forever. And I'm getting chills talking about it because every note should just feel like it just hangs. And then there's the next one. And then there's the next one, right? We're not in a hurry. You know, when she's coming down the aisle, she's not in a hurry. She's going to fall. So she's going to take her time. And they tell you like one step at a time. Yeah, they tell you that, right? Jen came down the aisle and she realized she forgot her veil at home, literally as she started walking. You know, that was the one snafu. There were a lot of snafus. It's a wedding. But you see my point? Every note, you need to make it feel as if it's a moment that's just suspended in time. And don't be in such a hurry to get through it. Let's try again from the beginning.
Your glasses almost mask your eyes, Brett.
Good for you. How did that feel?
It's almost like you're wearing a mask.
Yeah, yes! Yes! That's what it's supposed to feel like. Isn't it nice?
it's wow.
I know. And you know what?
That's something I've been like searching for, trying to really find that like stretch of all that, but I can't. It's trying to lock down that feeling like a muscle memory.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of.
But you know where it comes from though? It comes from here. You can't program it in. You can't go read a book about it. You can't do that. And that's why I alluded to your marriage day, right? Because that's something that emotionally touched you in a place where no one else in this room can do that, right? No one else can do that. The next thing will be having a child. That's the next time that'll happen. Yeah. So, but I'm telling you, that'll be the next time that occurs. But it'll be moments like that, and you don't have to talk about it with your students. You don't tell anybody. But to you personally, you can make that personal connection, which then makes the music just feel differently, right? Is that cool? All right. Thanks, Brett.
Thank you.